So today I will be resining this piece that I just finished. Here's what my back looks like. There you go again. I'm gonna set up my pizza stands kind of in the shape of my rock. This is a really huge piece. It's about 10.5 across by 8.5. Alrighty, should be okay. I've already mixed my resin. I like to use the Art Resin brand. On their site, they tell you that it doesn't yellow and it's non-toxic. There's a lot of benefits to it, I guess. I like it because it provides a very clear finish. That's my little kid singing in the background, if you can hear her. I've mixed it for just over 3 minutes now. I like this brand also because it gives me a really long window to work with. I've been able to go back in after an hour and still touch it up by adding more if I need to and even torching it again. I do use a blowtorch. I'll show you which one I used. This is the one that I use. I like it. It's a Bernzomatic torch. You can get it at Home Depot, online, other stores. I did buy mine from Home Depot. I am in no way promoting them. It's just where I happen to buy mine. This little button right here gives me a continuous flow. There's a safety latch here that you push down. I'll start it off right here. And then I hold the button down and you can see the flow keeps going. To turn it off, you just push the button again. You do not have to use this continuous flow button. I prefer to use it. I like it. It saves my my thumb strength from having to hold this button down. And then also on this right side right here, it has strength. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, anyways. It allows for you to go from a small torch, small flame, to a bigger flame if you need it. All right. I usually like to just set it on a low flame right here. The high flame is really powerful. I'll show you real quick. So that is the high flame right here. Put it onto a low setting. You can tell it's not as strong. But anyways, if you do use a blowtorch, do be careful. Clear your space around you so that you don't have tissues and napkins and anything around you that could catch on fire. All right, there we go. So I am going to pour. Do make sure your surface is clear of any dust if possible. I just blow on it or take a brush and brush it off. If it's been sitting, it will collect some dust. So pour it on. For this size right here, I mixed about, what is that, 10 cc's. So not quite an ounce. This little cup is a 2-ounce cup right here. Actually, no, let me take it back. It's a 1-ounce cup. So that was about half a cup that I mixed up for this piece. Just under half. What I'm going to do now is I spread it out. Right away, I can already see it working. I really do love the look of resin, of Art Resin. It really brings out the colors, smooths anything else down, such as brush strokes, uneven surfaces, you know. For those that have worked with resin before, you do know what I'm talking about. Okay. Spread it around. Add some more. Because this rock goes all the way to around the sides, I am bringing the resin all the way around, and then I'm gonna smooth it under along the edge. I'll just do this with my gloved finger. Do make sure you wear gloves. I know that some people have reported being allergic to resin. And then I'm gonna reach under and apply some resin to where my signature was at. It's alongside right here. That should be good enough. Add some more. I do save a little bit of resin left so that I have a little bit to go back and touch up later. I don't pour it all right now. The pizza stands are not too sturdy, but I like it because I could position them however I want away from the edge so that I can then smooth along the edge on the underside right here. You can see what I'm doing. Do be patient with me. I am just starting out doing videos. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's a trial by error, I guess. I'm just learning as I go. If you like this video, do subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna see if I can take this anywhere. You know, make more videos in the future. If I can get enough of an audience. If you have any questions, do message me. I am also on Instagram. You can find me. It's Art Nang. All right. And then same with Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, and it's the same name. It's Art Nang. All right. I think I've covered it all. Let me see from the angle. All right. It looks all covered. I can see all these tiny little bubbles. I'll clean off my glove. My air conditioning is on right now, but normally you want to avoid having air conditioning on, any kind of fan or anything running. You want to eliminate as much dust as possible. a friend of mine did suggest spritzing, misting some water around your workspace before you start working, because somehow it pulls down any dust that's in the air. So now I'm gonna take my blowtorch and torch it. Just work quickly, swiping side to side. Try not to leave the flame on any surface too long. It will burn your resin. It is very hot, so make sure you have a nice firm grip on your torch. We don't want any accidents to happen. Alright, so it looks good. Torch the side a little bit. So looking at the angle, I can see that there are some dust particles that's not just bubbles. What I then do is I go in with a pin. Go in with a pin and I try to pull off any dust particles that I see. So this part is really tedious. I will turn the camera off at this point and work on this. And once I'm done doing this, to where I'm satisfied with the surface, I then cover it up and let it sit for about 30 minutes or so. And I do check up on it again, looking at it from an angle, of course, to see if anything's been left behind or any bubbles have popped up afterwards. At that point, what I do is I take my leftover resin that I have saved from before, because you can see right now it's just still runny, but even after an hour you can still work with it. So I just take some resin with my craft stick and I just apply the spots that that I've touched up on. And viewing it from an angle does help me see where it needs to be touched up. Alright, so I'm going to leave it alone, cover it up, and then I'm going to check back on it in about 30 minutes.